Hey guys, welcome to the Budget Bike Build channel. Today I'm going to look into an issue that I'm having with my Hyper jet fuel adult BMX bike. This is a 26-inch BMX bike, and when you pedal it, it's very tight, so I'm thinking that either someone did not grease the bearings or they have it over torqued. Because as you can see here, when you twist it, it's very tight and you can actually feel it in your fingers. Almost feels like it's grinding. So I'm going to attempt to disassemble this to see if we can make sure there's grease in there and possibly just loosen the torque a little bit. So the first thing that we want to do is take off the outer nut. And again, just twisting it, it's just extremely tight. There's no way it would even spin using just my fingers. And I'm actually going to use my pedal wrench because it's thin and it fits perfectly for what I need it. So I'm just going to break this loose here. They actually tightened it pretty good. I was surprised. And then just doing that little bit loosened it up a lot. So I'm just going to take the nut off. And then I want to be able to get this out far enough to make sure there is plenty of grease on the bearings. Usually you can just, once you get it broken loose, you can spin it just using your fingers, but I do get to a point where it gets hung up, so I have to use my pedal wrench again to loosen that part. But even at this point, I can see that there appears to be plenty of grease on the bearings, so I'm pretty sure that it's just that it was over torqued. So once I get it pulled out far enough and I can see there's plenty of grease, I'll go ahead and snug everything down enough. And I'll make sure that I can spin it with my fingers freely without feeling like it's hitching. And I was able to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and reassemble the bike and give it a little bit of a pedal to make sure that everything goes okay. But of course, my helper came in needing a break, so we had to go out and get in the snow. So once I get everything tightened up again, I have to lower the bike stand a little bit here so that I can make sure everything's good. And just give it a little bit of a spin. And it seems to be working a lot better than it was. Of course, this is a bike that has a lot of cheap parts on it, so I can't expect to be perfect, but it's much better. And thanks for hanging out with me today, and make sure you subscribe.